Hello, guys. Good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon and happy Sunday to all of you. Guys, today I'm going to talk about the roles and responsibilities of a man. Who is a man? A man cannot be defined just because of their physical attributes, okay? But a man can be defined by their roles and duties and their influence in a community, okay? Do you know that the absence of a man in a household or in a community is very detrimental? It's very dangerous. If there's no man in a household, there's no man in a community, there's a negative effects. The community falls apart because men are very vital. Men are very important in the household and in the community. There are a lot of roles and responsibilities of men, but I've summarized them into 5 very important roles and responsibility. Number 1, a man must be able to provide for his household. Okay? If it's the basic needs, if it's the housing, if it's the food, a man must be able to provide. Second, a man must be able to protect his household. Okay? A man must be able to protect his household. Secondly, a man must be able to protect his community. You, as a man, you have to be able to protect your communities. Imagine there's an invasion in your community. What do you do as a man? You don't just run away. You have to grab every weapon that you can do, your hands can fall on, to protect your community, to protect your family. Don't just run away. You run away, you're not a man. Okay, remember, a man is all about being strong. A man is being influential. Being a man means you have to be there. People are counting on you. The community is counting on you. Your family is counting on you. Being a man is all about showing up and protecting your community. That's the number 2 main importance of being a man. Your role is to protect your community. Take everything possible to protecting your community. That's the number 1. Number 2 reasons for being a man. Number 2 roles are main important roles for being a man. To protecting your family, protecting your community. That's what being a man is. Okay? Men are risk takers. Remember that. Men are risk takers. So being a man, you have to be able to lay your life for your community. That's what being a man is. Number 3 role for being a man is being a role model. You have to be a role model to your community, to your family members, to your children. Role model is like work hard work. You have to be working hard, so your sons and daughters will see that dad is working hard. We have to work hard like that. Dad has gone to school, we have to go to school. That's being a role model. Dad is helping around the house, we have to do the same, especially your sons. Seeing you helping around, cooking or cleaning the house, that's being a good role model. That is the role of being a man. Okay? Number 4 is a sense of identity. A man must be there to show the communities, to show his family his identity. What are the identities? Remember, you are carrying the connection of your ancestors to the next generation. You have to show, you have to be there to teach your family, your children, what is your identity. Right? You have to teach them your culture, your tradition. That's the role of a man. A man is just not just having that biological attribute and that's it. No, you have a lot of roles to play in the community. You have a lot of roles to play in your family. Okay, you have the sense of identity. Show your children that who you are. Show your communities who we are. Continue the tradition from our cultures, you know, from our forefathers to the next. That's the role of a man. Sense of identity. Okay, the other one is social and responsibility. Okay, social and responsibility. You as a man, you have to show your children, your community, the connection between who you are and the next community. Social responsibility. How to protect your community. How to clean up. That's the role of a man. A man, once again, is not just that. It's not just because of the physical attributes, but being a man comes with a responsibility. Okay. The final one is spiritual leadership. As men, we have to connect our families. We have to connect our communities to a spiritual connection. All right? Because without God, without the higher up, we cannot go anywhere. That's the role of a man. You have to connect your family. You have to connect your community to the higher up. You have to be spiritual, so your family can become spiritual. Your community can be spiritual. So the role of a man is not about only his family, but also you have to be responsible for your community. As a man, you have to be responsible for your community, because you cannot just only deal with your family, but your community is very important. So as a man, you have to be ready to lay your life for your community. You cannot run away from problems. That's something that as a man, that's the last thing as a man could do. Running away from problem. A man must be a problem solver. You see a problem in your community, problem in your family, a man must be there to protect and solve the problem in the community. These are the roles I summarize to very few, but there's a lot of roles for being a man. Remember, in today's community, today's society, the absence of men is making the communities to fall apart. Communities are falling apart because men are not there for their roles. They're not standing up for their roles. But men must stand up. Men must really man up. They have to come back, take up their role so seriously, take up their commitment to their communities very seriously, and then from there we're going to have a better world, for all of us. And this message is mostly for the young youth, for you to listen to this, and I hope you take something out of it and try to identify the main roles that you have to play in the community. Because being a man is not just being a man just by name. You have to stand up for your roles. You have to know your responsibilities in your family and your community. So until then, thank you so much for tuning on, and hope to see you again in the next video. Thank you.